Hey GH peeps, welcome back to my channel where we talk all things General Hospital. Today's late night review is for Taco Tuesday, guys. It is Taco Tuesday, January 30th, 2024. Hey subscribers, thank you guys for hanging tough with me. As always, your subscriptions are much appreciated. And if you fall into my video and you like the content, hit that like button. And if you've been following me for a while and you like what's going on, hit that subscription button, guys. When you hit the like button, it helps get my video out there in the algorithm of all soapy worlds. And that really helps me out. Anywho, how was y'all guys' day today? How was GHGHing for you? I'm going to keep it real with you peeps. I just watched it. About, I want to say 20 minutes ago. And, yeah. As always, please leave your highlights and comments in the comments section. You guys know I love your highlights and your highlights. Your highlights and your comments. I don't know what I said. But yeah, they are much appreciated. I love seeing you guys' point of view of the show. But anywho, let's talk about it, because GH was GHing. Well, let's just talk about it. And I'll just do my highlights as we talk about it. How about that? So we're on the island with Ava, Dex, and Sunny. And I'm just gonna say this one thing. I am really happy that Ava and Sunny are working together a lot more with Avery. I recall a time when that just wasn't happening, where there was no kind of connections. I mean, it was just really bad. So to see Ava and Sunny finally working together when it came to Avery and not spitting at each other and having silly, crazy arguments was, they've grown a lot. I really love that. I really appreciated that. But anyway, so Sunny is talking to Dex about hyping up the security on the island, and Ava even notices that this is more than usual. And that got me to thinking when she asked him that, when has Ava ever been on the island? I don't recall that. I even tried to look it up, but I couldn't find anything definitive. You guys, if y'all know that, let me know, because I'm trying to remember, because she says, and this could have been bad writing, but she says something about, the security not being so highlighted the last time they were there, and I'm trying to figure out when was the last time she was there. But anyway, her nerves are all up crazy. She hears Sunny talking to Dex, but her nerves are just on crazy. And she tells him that she needs one of those little fancy drinks with the umbrella. And I'm like, Ava, girl, you know you need that martini. Straight, no ice, clean, couple of them, double olives. You need that, girl. You need that extra vodka. She needs a martini for real. And she does make a good statement about her feeling exposed out there, even though she knew that it wasn't also healthy to be locked in that penthouse. And we got little beautiful Avery on the seashore collecting seashells and enjoying herself. And she's really not even too much noticing about what's going on. But Ava does bring up a point that Avery does notice that Nina's no longer a part of the household. And so he's like, "Would she tell you this?" And he was like, "Well, why didn't she tell me this? And she should have talked to me about anything." He's like, "Well, she noticed that you were a little distracted," which I'm sure she has, because he's walking around like a brooding jerk. Well, not a jerk. He's been walking around brooding for the past couple of weeks since this whole entire SEC thing, and she just talked to her mama, which makes sense. And Ava said that she did her best to, just kind of, let her know that everything was going to be okay and kind of squelch the argument. But he's going to have some discussions with Avery because she's getting older. And he lets her know right off the bat, we don't talk about business. I will never, ever, ever talk about business with my kids, much less you. It's safer this way. And she's like, well, I mean, Ava's, and he asked her, did you talk to my daughter about this? And I'm like, yeah, Ava, you telling Avery the business? She's like, nah, she's too young to know about that. And I'm like, wait a second. So you saying that when she gets old enough, you gonna tell her about her daddy's business? You might want to talk to daddy about that first. But anyway, and she's like, no, I'm talking about Nina. Because everybody knows Sonny been walking around like, got the wedding ring on his finger still, but he's just not a happy man. And he tells her the Nina subject is off limits. And she tells him, well, you're going to have to talk to your daughter soon because she's asking questions. So little Avery comes, of course, with her seashells. And Sonny sits her down and has the father-daughter talk. And he even asks Ava to stay, which was, once again, even more shocking. I'm not even going to get into the conversation because I thought it was kind of, he didn't really answer her question. He didn't really tell the child anything. And even Ava pointed that out. Like, you didn't tell her anything. You just told her, sometimes adults gets complicated and they have to figure things out while they're separated. And he just wants her to know that he's okay and he hopes that she's okay. And Avery says, well, yeah, I miss her. She was nice to me. But is she ever coming back? And that's when Ava steps in. Well, it's going to take some time. I don't know what Ava said. I was just like this. Why are we having this conversation? Why is this important? No, I'm just joking. It's important. It is context. And it does show, when people separate, the kids do hear. Kids do hear everything. Everything. My divorce, everything. They knew stuff that I didn't know they knew. And we talked about it as adults. And we had to have a long discussion because there were some misconceptions going on. But anyway, it was just really nice to see. And that's just what I'm just going to wrap that up part up. It's just really nice to see Sonny and Ava finally working together for Avery and not against each other. So it was nice. No Carly involvement, just the parents. Now, when she did pressure him about what's going on, what's his status with Nina, he was like, are you asking for yourself or as her best friend? And I was like, that's a good question. Who are you? So you can call Nina and be like, girl, he good. And I'm just like, Sonny, don't. Anyway, I don't see. Everybody was talking about, is Sonny and Ava gonna do something? But I don't see it. It would have to. I don't know. Maybe after what happened at the end of that scene, because Dex is going around and checking security. He sees Adam, a security guard, down. Gun is drawn, gun is out, but on the ground. He's like, man down, man down. Put eyes on Sonny and his family. And Sonny grabs Ava and he pulls her down, and that's all of a sudden we hear a gunshot. Maybe one, maybe two. I don't know. I only heard this one. And I'm like, who's out here grabbing Avery? Poor Avery out there collecting seashells. It would break my heart if they take this man, another child from this man. It would break my heart if any parent lose their child. But he already lost Morgan. He don't need to lose nobody else. But basically, it's going down on the island. And unfortunately, they are not safe. So we're going to go head on over to the Penville. And we got Anna and Jordan, and they're going to visit Mr. Brennan's fine ass. And they had him in handcuffs. And I'm like, what's going on with the handcuffs? This is visiting hours. Why is this man handcuffed? I guess he's got deadly hands. But anyway, he congratulates Jordan on finding out that it was him that was calling her. He's just petty. I just love Brennan. He is so petty. And I did like, okay, so he wants to make a deal for his freedom. He will tell them what they want to know, but they got to get him the hell up out of there. And I love how he gave it to, he said this line to Adam. He asked, what's better than freedom? And Anna says, your life. And then Anna threatens him with Sonny. She's like, and if that gun shot, that gun that shot Curtis was meant for Sonny, and you don't want us to tell Sonny that you holding out. And I'm like, Anna, Sonny is too busy right now squatting in Puerto Rico and hiding from gunshots. He ain't even a good threat no more, guys. And y'all can come after me. I don't care. It's a review. He ain't a good threat to me. He's currently can't even protect himself. He can't even find out who's coming after him. He got a gunman coming after him. He's got somebody trying to set him up with the pikeman thing. He still ain't really took care of the Cyrus situation. And I'm looking like, Anna, that's who you're going to use to threaten Mr. Brennan? And I was so upset when it worked. I was like, obviously, Brennan don't know what's going on. But anyway, But he didn't take it lightly, because he says this to her. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Anna Devane, reformed double agent, zealous defender of the law, and the zealous defender of the law and order, and your only leverage is tattletelling to a thug. Caesar Faison would be so disappointed in his protege. And it's like, you son of a bee. That was like my highlight moment. And I love Finona, but Brendan gave it to her in just that one little paragraph. But then he sold out, because Jordan's come back with, I'm not going to tell Sonny. And I'm like, Sonny can't, did y'all, see, we going to have to rewind. And this is why I be like, writers, y'all must think we got amnesia. Because didn't Sonny say himself he don't have a lot of pull in the prisons anymore? Or pull in the prisons? I mean, that's proof by how he wasn't able to protect Michael. How he wasn't able to protect Drew. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just saying, Sonny ain't no threat. And y'all can come at me and be like, oh no, Sonny can do this. Sonny is ducking and diving right now. He don't even know who's coming after him. How can... Nina done got him so messed up, guys, he can't even think straight. So, he basically does end up telling them something. And this is why I'm like, ugh, the writers. Because he's like, back in 2019, the WSB found 500 unregistered mixed weapons, put them in Berlin, put serial numbers on them, was going to transfer them back to London's WSB quarters, and somebody got the stuff before they could get it there. And now they're selling it off to the highest bidder. And if you find him, you can find your shooter. And I'm just like, so what did he tell them, guys? What did he tell them? Because at the beginning he says, yeah, we were getting close to the person who it was, but then I'm in jail, so, But he tells them that, and that's it. So I'm like, I know he didn't think that was going to get him free. That could not have been the information that's going to get him free. So I know Brennan's holding on something. And even Anna knows it too. And he's like, yeah, I'll see you soon. Because he's got to be. If they don't come and kill him first, I mean, the person that's, the high bidder of the weapons. But using Sonny as leverage was weak. But moving along, because we're not going to spend much time on that either, we're going to run on over to the courthouse. And then Finn is actually refusing to turn in Mrs. Muldoon, and he does not want to use that information. And Marnie's like, come on, man, this is a sinker. This is an easy win. He's like, nope, I am not going to I'm not going to separate a mom from her children. I was like, that's admirable of Finn. But Tracy has no issues, honey. And she goes right to Mrs. Muldoon. And she tries to appeal to her better nature. And when Miss Muldoon's like, nice for you, but my husband's dead. I got a family. That's when Tracy throws in the quarter main. Cha-chang, chang. And the only thing is, I'm trying to figure out is who told Miss Muldoon that her husband was scamming. Because she goes right to Diane. Diane says that the lady wants to, after she talks to Tracy, Mrs. Muldoon talks to Tracy, she goes right to Diane and says she doesn't want to pursue charges no more. It's done. So I'm wondering, did Tracy tell her that her husband was seeing another oncologist? And why would she believe Tracy? She don't know Tracy from a can of paint. Or did Diane tell Mrs. Muldoon that her husband was seeing another oncologist? Because she does eventually end up apologizing to Finn. Mrs. Muldoon does, and she, and they talk about families, and he's like, look, I understand. I'm a single father with a daughter too. I understand. And I didn't want to bring you into no more mess. And I'm just like, so who told her that her husband was seeing an oncologist? I know that's small, but I had to pull a highlight out of that one, guys. I'm sorry. But it wraps it up to Finn having a growth worm. He has a growth where he realized that, yes, it's nice to be a doctor, but what's more important to him is his family and the support they give him. So him and Fliz is on and popping. And my highlight for that was when Martin talks to Diane, and he says, well, I wish I would have bested you, Miss Diane. She replies in a surprising southern accent, when hell freezes over. I was like, Diane for the win, as usual. And that was my highlight moment, was Diane's southern accent. And y'all gonna be like, Tori, that's pitiful. Well, so was that storyline. Anywho, we're gonna go on over to GH. And Laura's telling Portia and Curtis about the news about Esme. And Hat Daddy's like, well, how do we know she ain't playing games still? We don't even know if she's in Paris. And Portia's like, yeah, she might even be there. This might just be some wicked games of Esme. And Laura's like, excuse me. We got video of her being in Paris. And this is when Curtis comes up with a brilliant idea. Man can barely stand that he wants to go and get Trina and rescue her. It's my daughter, and I'm coming to get her. Now, this is when I would say, and this is what pisses me off to no end, is that instead of him thinking that he was the one who should have, this is when he should have picked up that phone. What's up, Taggart? Our girl's in trouble. You know I can't come get her. I need you, man. Our daughter needs you, man. Yes, she's in Paris. The S is after her. Yes, Laura's here. They're going to leave on a plane that Ned leaned out. Yeah, he got a jet. It's fueled and ready to go. Taggart's on his way. No, we don't get that. We get this ridiculous story of him and Portia and Laura Lou going over there. The mayor is going over there to Paris to stop Esme. And they're going to meet Dante down there. And I'm sitting here like, I just want to vomit in a bag. I want to vomit in a bag. This storyline makes no absolute sense. But I'm guessing when he gets across over there and sees what's going on with Trina, he's going to get up and walk and run to her. Once again, yeah, what's up, Taggart? Yeah, our daughter's in trouble. Simple phone call. I'm so irritated with that part right there. And still no mention of Taggart, and that's her own father. And I just want Curtis to not be the father. And that's all I got to say about that. Then we're going to go on over to the private cruise that Spencer has booked for Trina, where they will take a luxurious trip down the river and see sights of the scene and the countryside and the beach and just everything. It's just all just beautiful. And he has this all planned out for our girl. I wrote some notes down from this scene like I did for the Anna thing because, guys, y'all know how I just love Sprina. And I just want to talk about it real quick. So, they're at the countryside. And they're going to travel down to the scene. And creepy Esme is, of course, on the boat with her bag of goodies. And Trina tells Spencer, thank you. And that she's gotten the most amazing experiences and so many amazing things happening. And it's not just the trips and the showing how much he knew her when he took her to New York, but the feeling of love and her loving him and being loved by him, of her loving him and her being loved by him. It's the most amazing thing. And he's like, before you, all I could see is pain. You opened my eyes to a whole new world. So much more to feel. You taught me that I'm a person that's worthy of love. Every day with you is so much better. You're everything I always wanted, but didn't think I could have. I'm going to love you for the rest of my life. And I'm like, okay. So they're setting it up for his soon return. Now, we don't know if we're going to get Nick back, but we're going to get some form of Spencer back, because Spencer is a long-standing character. They're not offing him off for kids, especially if he dies. If we don't find a body, he coming back. But I'm going to love you for the rest of my life, guys. I was like, ah. Now, see, I hope that they don't send my girl Trina back home after all this shenanigan stuff is over, and then she gets automatically hooked up with Adam. Not after everything she said about how much she loves Spencer. I'm hoping they don't do that. I'm hoping it takes a while for her to even think about somebody else. Maybe a friendship, but that's about it. I'm also hoping that how they sneak Spencer back in is they have him kind of coming in the same way, sending little gifts to Trina, and then she finds the turtle dove and she knows that her man has returned to her. But he just wants to play it safe to keep Esme off the trail, but they just need to get rid of Esme altogether because there's no need for her anymore. She's a no use. But Esme is spotted on the boat. Back to the story. Esme is spotted on the boat by the captain, who says, "Hey, this is a private cruise. You're not supposed to be on here." She knocks him out. She sure does. She knocks him out and says, "Oh, I'm so sorry." Takes his pulse. "Oh, you're still alive. I'm so sorry. I just wanted to save. I just wanted to get my son." And I'm like, they are still trying to save this character. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait, guys, until the new writers start. I'm really hoping for a change. There is so much they could have did with this story, and it just falls so short. They don't know what they want to do with Esme. They don't know if they want to make her a villain or make her a mom that's going after her lost kid. But I have no love for her, because while she's talking about how I just want to get my son back, then what's with the needle and the duct tape then, Esme? If you wanted to get your son back, why aren't you jotting around the country looking for your son? No, guys, I'm really emotional about what's going on. But anyway, let me just get back to the story. Esme is, so yes, after she apologizes and all that BS, Spencer wants to get frisky and Trina's tired and jet lagged. Do they sleep or do they not sleep? I couldn't get that clear, because she's tired, but they start kissing and they wake up and they look semi-nude. They look nudish. They look nude. But he wakes up to go grab some food because he's hungry. And while Trina's getting dressed, she hears the door opening, and of course, it's Esme at the door. Now, this is me. I want to fight. I want to fight. But I already know it ain't going to happen like that. Trina's going to confront her and Esme's going to stick her with the syringe. Something like that. But I would love a fight. Them two need to fight. I mean, for real. Because how Trina was looking at her, like, bitch. And Esme's like, I will, oh, we got to put the guns up. I'm tired of you, girl. I am tired of you. It's about to go down. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if it's going to play like that. They'll probably just have her confront Esme and like, what are you doing here, you weirdo, and all this stuff. And Esme's going to jab her in the arm. And that's when Spencer's going to come in and see that she's plunging that crap into Trina. And I'm going to be real upset. I don't know how it's going to turn out. But I'm just not happy with this at all. But I know it has to happen. It's the angst of the storyline. But I honestly want to see Trina go to blows. I want to see Trina go to blows with Esme. I want them to get, all that going, and then she slips her. If you're gonna do it, at least make it difficult. Don't make Trina just sitting there like talking to her crazy, and then she just jabs her with the arm. Trina deserves to kick Esme's ass, okay? Especially since you coming after me and I ain't did nothing to you still. And now you on this boat, you should be looking for him. Oh, and Spencer knows something ain't right because he sees blood on the deck. So a man might have been alive when she checked his pulse, but he most likely ain't going to be alive when they find him. There's blood coming from this man's head. So, I just want Trina to beat her ass. Excuse the French, but I do. I'm for it. I'm tired of this crap. This nice crap. I'm over it. And I'm also over them making Esme to be some wounded bird. She's a murderer. Let's just call it what it is. Memory or no memory. But anywho, guys, if you like the content, please subscribe. I know I just gave the most harsh thing to say about this girl, but I am over her. But like I said, if you like the content, please hit that subscription button. And if you like the review, please hit the like button. You guys have an amazing night. You're an amazing group of people. I am really blessed to have you following me. Y'all be amazing and have a great day tomorrow. Mwah! See you then.